Have you ever felt like giving up when things get tough? But what if I told you that your true strength comes from facing struggles head on? Strength is not something you're born with. It's something you earn through continuous effort and overcoming struggles. We all encounter challenges, but do you know what separates those who succeed from those who don't? It's the willingness to push through the struggle. In life, we often seek comfort, but the reality is that strength and growth come from stepping outside our comfort zones and embracing the struggle. What if your greatest growth is hidden behind your greatest challenges? Strength isn't just given, it's forged through continuous effort. Life isn't about avoiding struggles, but learning to face them with determination. The road to strength is paved with hard work and perseverance. Every time you face a challenge, you have an opportunity to grow. Remember, strength and growth only come through persistent effort and struggle. Success doesn't come to those who wait for it. It comes to those who are willing to put in the effort, even when the struggle feels overwhelming. The journey to greatness is never easy, but it's through the effort and struggles that we build the strength to reach our goals. Growth isn't a destination. It's a continuous journey that requires you to fight, struggle, and push through adversity. In the ancient tales of the seeker, forever wandering through uncharted paths, we find the first whisper of truth. Strength and growth come only through continuous effort and struggle, as Napoleon Hill so wisely declared. Picture the warrior, clad in armor forged from relentless battles, embodying the essence of perseverance that Hill championed in his teachings. And the healer, who mends not just wounds but spirits, reminds us that true transformation arises from the fires of adversity. As Hill taught, success isn't handed to us on a silver platter. It's earned through the relentless pursuit of our goals, where every obstacle becomes a stepping stone. Yet, in our modern world, we often fall into the trap of procrastination, hesitating when we should charge forward, leading to a life of unfulfilled dreams. Imagine someone yearning for a career change, dreaming of new horizons, but paralyzed by the fear of the hard work involved. This avoidance of struggle breeds stagnation, where potential withers like an untended garden, and regret creeps in like shadows at dusk. We seek comfort and quick fixes, waiting for inspiration to strike or perfect circumstances to align. But as Hill emphasized, action is the decisive factor for growth. Without embracing the struggle, we remain weak and unchanged, missing the resilience that effort builds and the self-discovery that adversity uncovers. It's time for a shift, a commitment to turn potential into reality through persistent, unwavering effort. Now, let's explore why so many of us hesitate, why we stall at the starting line when the race of life demands our all. One major barrier is waiting for motivation to arrive like a long-lost friend. But as Hill noted, this myth only leads to paralysis. We tell ourselves we'll start that fitness routine when we feel energized, yet days turn into weeks, and no growth is gained from inaction. This false belief traps us in a cycle of delay, where the ideal moment never comes, and our strength remains dormant. Indecisiveness acts as another enemy, echoing Hill's warning that procrastination is the thief of progress. Think of the person with a brilliant business idea, held back by unclear commitments, watching opportunities slip away like sand through fingers. Without firm decisions, we never ignite the struggle that leads to growth, leaving our potential untapped and our lives unremarkable. Fear and uncertainty amplify this hesitation, turning mountains into insurmountable peaks in our minds. As Hill pointed out, fear is a mental barrier that must be confronted, not cowered from, for it creates a self-fulfilling prophecy of defeat. Consider avoiding a challenging project at work, one that could spark personal development, only to remain in a state of weakness and regret. These emotions chain us, preventing the effort that builds inner fortitude and the struggle that forges true character. But here's the turning point. The solution lies in immediate action, that bold step forward that Hill revered as the real measure of intelligence. Taking action, even amid struggle, generates momentum, like a river carving through stone over time. Just as a muscle grows stronger through resistance training, our efforts transform weakness into unyielding strength. Don't wait for the perfect plan. Start now and watch how that initial push creates a cascade of energy and progress. Building decisiveness is key, as Hill stressed with his emphasis on definiteness of purpose, turning hesitation into a habit of quick, confident choices. Try this simple tip. Set a 5-minute timer to begin a task, transforming potential struggle into a routine of decisive effort. Remember, the first step is often the hardest, but it's the one that breaks the inertia and sets the wheels of growth in motion. Practicing the first step means acting right away on something small, like writing down one goal and taking immediate action toward it. As Hill advised, do the thing, and you shall have the power, igniting the process of continuous effort that leads to profound change. Now, let's tackle overcoming hesitation and fear, for these are the shadows that struggle illuminates and ultimately dispels. Facing fear head on erodes its grip more effectively than endless overthinking, as Hill's insights reveal. Engage in the struggle, and you'll build mental fortitude. As he said, the way to develop courage is to face something harder than you think you can handle. Strategies like exposure therapy for your fears can turn repeated effort into a pathway of growth, strengthening your resolve with each attempt. Failure isn't the end. It's an integral part of the journey, teaching lessons that mastery demands, just as Hill believed. Every adversity carries the seed of greater benefit, turning setbacks into stepping stones for inner strength. Look at successful entrepreneurs who failed multiple times, rising from the ashes with refined skills and unbreakable determination. These stories remind us that struggle is our teacher, not our enemy, fostering the growth that comfort never could. By confronting fear and learning from failure, we emerge not just stronger, but wiser and more resilient. Moving forward, cultivating self-discipline becomes the engine that sustains our efforts, drawing directly from Hill's principles. Self-discipline, not fleeting motivation, is the true key to success, turning daily challenges into opportunities for building strength. As Hill taught through autosuggestion and habit formation, discipline transforms struggle into a reliable path of growth. Without it, efforts fizzle out, but with it, we create a foundation where continuous struggle yields lasting results. Start by building positive habits, like establishing consistent daily routines that support your goals, such as dedicating early mornings to focused work. These habits compound over time, as Hill explained, turning what once felt like overwhelming struggle into a natural rhythm of progress. Track your advancements in a journal, noting each small victory to maintain momentum and witness your personal development unfold. Remember, discipline is the quiet force that turns potential into power, making effort a joyful pursuit rather than a burden. Now, to make this all meaningful, we must develop a clear vision and goals, as Hill's success formula demands. Well-defined goals provide the direction and fuel for continuous effort, transforming abstract struggles into purposeful challenges. Without them, effort wanders aimlessly, but with clear vision, every struggle builds toward achievement and growth. As Hill advocated, goals motivate us to push through adversity, turning dreams into tangible realities. Practical methods include setting specific, measurable goals and breaking them into actionable steps, creating a definite plan with timelines. Involve accountability partners, drawing from Hill's mastermind principle to ensure ongoing effort and track your progress faithfully. This approach not only directs your struggle, but amplifies its rewards, making every effort a step toward your envisioned success. By clarifying your vision, you ignite a passion that sustains long-term growth, proving that effort aligned with purpose is unbeatable. As we near the end, let's reaffirm the core idea that has guided us. Strength and growth come only through continuous effort and struggle. Napoleon Hill's wisdom reminds us that motivation and success follow action, not the other way around, transforming our lives through perseverance. Consider the story of a simple farmer who, through years of toil, turned barren land into a thriving harvest, pure effort yielding abundant growth. This principle holds true for all. Embrace the struggle, and you'll unlock strengths you never knew you possessed. So, my final call to action is this. Start today with one small, actionable step. Identify a struggle in your life and take that first bold move. Don't wait for tomorrow. The power lies in the now, in the effort you choose to make. Remember, your greatest growth awaits in the challenges you face head on, building a legacy of resilience and achievement. Let the seeker, warrior, and healer within you rise, guiding you through the trials that forge your true self. As Hill would say, the path to success is paved with effort and struggle. Walk it with conviction. Begin now and watch as your strength unfolds, one determined step at a time. In this journey, you'll discover that every hardship is a hidden gift, shaping you into the person you're meant to be. So, go forth with courage, for in the heart of struggle lies the essence of your unbreakable spirit. Strength and growth come only through continuous effort and struggle, as Napoleon Hill so wisely stated. In a world where many seek comfort and quick fixes, this truth stands as a beacon of empowerment. Picture someone dreaming of a better career, but hesitating to take the first step due to the fear of hard work. This avoidance leads to stagnation, where potential remains untapped and regrets begin to pile up. Hill taught us that true success isn't handed to us. It's forged in the fire of persistent effort. Without embracing struggle, we remain weak, trapped in a cycle of unfulfilled desires. Effort builds resilience, turning every obstacle into a stepping stone for self-discovery. Urgency is key. Waiting for perfect conditions only delays the growth we all crave. Consider the modern pitfalls. Procrastination from endless scrolling, hesitation born of doubt. These habits rob us of the strength that comes from pushing forward, no matter how tough it gets. You're not taking action because you're waiting for motivation to strike like lightning. Hill exposed this myth. Motivation follows action, not the other way around. People delay starting a fitness routine, thinking it must feel easy first, and end up gaining nothing. This paralysis keeps you stuck, watching life pass by without the growth you deserve. Indecisiveness is another barrier, as Hill called it the enemy of progress. Without clear commitments, struggles never begin, and opportunities slip through your fingers. Imagine having a brilliant business idea, but never acting on it due to fear of failure. That fear amplifies uncertainty, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy of defeat. Anxiety about the unknown holds you back, preventing the effort that leads to real strength. Hill's principle reminds us that confronting these emotions is the only way to break free. The solution lies in immediate action, no matter how imperfect it may be. As Hill emphasized, action is the real measure of intelligence, sparking the cycle of growth. Think of a muscle that only strengthens through resistance. Your efforts work the same way. Taking that first step generates momentum, turning struggle into a powerful force for change. Build decisiveness by making firm decisions quickly, just as Hill advocated for definiteness of purpose. Try this. Set a 5-minute timer to start a task, transforming hesitation into habitual effort. Practicing the first step ignites your journey, breaking the inertia that holds you back. Hill's advice rings true. Do the thing, and you shall have the power. Write down one goal today and take a single action toward it. Watch how it builds your strength. This immediate effort is the catalyst, turning potential into tangible growth. Overcoming hesitation and fear requires facing them head on, as Hill believed struggle is a teacher. Direct action erodes fear more than endless overthinking ever could. Hill taught that engaging in struggle builds mental fortitude like facing a challenge harder than you expect. Use strategies like exposure therapy for your fears, repeating efforts until they no longer hold you back. Learning through failure is essential, as every setback carries the seed of greater benefit. Hill's wisdom shows that failures refine your skills, turning weaknesses into unshakable strength. Look at successful entrepreneurs who failed multiple times yet emerged stronger and wiser. Each struggle teaches lessons that comfort never could, fostering mastery and resilience. Don't shy away from the hard parts. They're the very things that propel you forward. By confronting fear, you transform it into a tool for growth, just as Hill envisioned. Cultivating self-discipline is the engine that sustains continuous effort and turns struggle into progress. Hill stressed that discipline, not fleeting motivation, is the key to transforming challenges into strength. Without it, effort wanes and growth stalls, leaving you vulnerable to setbacks. Build positive habits through daily routines, like dedicating early mornings to focused work. Hill's principle of habit formation shows how these routines compound over time, turning struggle into success. Track your progress in a journal to maintain momentum and measure your development. Self-discipline means showing up every day, even when the struggle feels overwhelming. This consistent effort builds the inner strength that defines true achievement. Remember, as Hill said, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Make it a habit to push through discomfort and watch your capacity for growth expand. Developing a clear vision and goals directs your effort, making every struggle meaningful and purposeful. Hill's success formula highlights how well-defined goals fuel continuous effort and build strength. Without them, struggles feel random, but with vision, they become stepping stones to achievement. Set specific, measurable goals to provide direction and motivation in your daily efforts. Break them into actionable steps, drawing from Hill's mastermind principle for accountability. Create a definite plan with timelines, turning abstract dreams into concrete paths of growth. Involve others as partners to keep your efforts on track and amplify your progress. This clarity transforms struggle from a burden into a rewarding journey. As you pursue these goals, your strength multiplies with each step you take. Hill's teachings remind us that a clear vision is the compass that guides effort to lasting success. In conclusion, strength and growth come only through continuous effort and struggle, as Hill profoundly affirmed. Motivation and success follow action, not the reverse, turning every challenge into a victory. Consider the story of someone who faced their fears and emerged transformed. That's the power of perseverance. Now, take that first small step today. Identify a struggle in your life and act on it immediately.